We are live today. We're going to be doing a drill inspired by the recent Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia fight. We're going to be working some footwork, some feints, and a very nice boxing drill that you can do at home. It's great for beginners, it's great for high-level pros because it's simple, it's effective, and it's a great way to get in the mindset of, all right, I got to use these feints, I can use them often, because I can't just throw my punches and expect them to win. Like Ryan said in our interview, the secret to the knockout is tricking them. And he used it perfectly against Luke to finish the fight with that body shot. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the footwork and the setup. And Luke also did it perfectly to drop him in the second round. We're going to talk about that as well. So we're going to do a couple different drills to get the feet ready and then to get in the mindset of really using those fakes and feints. Transition. All right, so we're actually live right now also on Instagram. We've got Ricardo down there, the supermarket in the house. We just did about a half hour warm up. Doing basic line work drills, which I've shared in YouTube videos before. But now I want to share with you a drill, like I said, to really get in the mindset of throwing these feints to set up your punches. So let me just lower the angle here so we can see full body. Now what we're going to do is, let's go through the 6 basic punches. All right, what are they? What are the 6 basic punches? We got the lead jab, or the lead straight punch. Bang. All right, we got the rear straight punch with a cross. We got the lead hook. Bang. We got the rear hook. That's 4. And we got the lead uppercut is 5. We got the rear uppercut is 6. We can also throw all of those to the body. All right, so let's go through those. We're just going to practice those 6 punches. All right, we can do it as a combo. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. One more time, we're going to practice it with a little bit more speed now, and full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, maybe we do all those to the body, like I said, or we could pick one of them to be to the body. So maybe I go jab, cross, the hook to the body, then to the head, uppercut, uppercut. Pick another one. Maybe the second punch is the one that goes to the body. Bang, 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 bang. Maybe it's that last punch that goes to the body. All right. So flow with that a little bit, going through just punches 1 through 6. Ricardo and I also train southpaw a lot from the beginning, from the start, not because I expect him to necessarily just switch his stance in the middle of the fight and try to trick his opponent, but because there's going to be times where maybe you throw a punch, you dart out. Now look, I'm in a southpaw stance. Instead of darting out, then having to switch my stance because I'm not used to that position. So there's going to be times where, whatever, we're in the scuffle, we kind of square our stance, we're on the inside, we exit out. Oh wow, now I'm in southpaw. Well, I want to be able to work from here. So we practice a lot of that. That's what I'm going to have you guys do now. We're going to go the same 6 punches, jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut, and then pick one to go to the body. So the first one. Back, 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 back. Let's go 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's the basic drill to start. Now let's add on to that. Like I said, Ryan was able to take out Luke with that body shot. Now he set it up for the entire fight. He didn't just throw that and hope it landed. What he was doing throughout the fight was he was throwing that leaping lead hook. Bang. Once again, jab, jab, bang. And Luke was starting to get keen to it. He was starting to pick up on it, and he was defending against it really nice, especially from that open stance where he's in southpaw, Ryan's in orthodox, so they're battling with that lead hand. What happened was Ryan kept throwing that leaping lead hook, and there was a really nice point at which Luke is backing up, tries to get Ryan to overextend. He leaps in with that hook, he sees it coming, he gets underneath of it, cuts that angle, and then was able to step in and land a 1-2 to the body. Okay, what continued to happen from there is Ryan was setting the trap. He was putting the carrot under the trap so they could pull the string out and catch him. And that's what he did. And in that interview, he said, you got to trick him. So 6, 7 rounds of tricking him to set up this one punch. It paid dividends. So what Ryan did was fake the jab, step in, and throw that lead hook to the body. Bang, bang. All right, so very similar to the fake the jab, lead hook up high. What Luke did was kind of braced for it. He didn't know if it was going to be a hook to the head, a jab, so he just covered the head, which exposed the body. Now let's talk about one key detail here with the footwork, what Ryan did throughout the fight. I call it a cheat step. All right, so instead of just throwing the jab and stepping with the lead foot and then from here leaping in, I call this the cheat step because it's hard to see, but when he throws the jab, he brings the rear foot closer. And what that does is I can cover a lot of distance now from that. Step, very deceptive, but look, I'm moving my whole body closer. So now I can leap in, cover a lot of distance, whether I'm throwing that hook to the head or just pump another jab, or what he did, bang, throw that left hook to the body. All right, so like I said, Ricardo and I do a lot of line work drills. Here's one that I want you to do. Just go up and down for the length of your room, going cheat step on the jab, so the rear foot steps forward as you pump the jab, then the lead foot steps as you pump another jab. Bang, 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 bang. Then you can retreat jabs, bang, 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 cheat step, step through, cheat step, step through, cheat step, step through. All right, so that's your drill that I want you guys to work now. We're gonna start to talk about some of the movements used by Luke to set up that knockdown in the second round. What do you guys think of the fight? I want to read some comments. Who did you have winning? Who did you want to win? And what did you think about the performance from each of these fighters? On that note, let's go to the next one here. So, probing jabs is something that Ricardo and I train a lot as well. And it's a great way to initiate the bubble. The length of your longest range punch, right? So your jab, your cross, something real long to keep someone outside of that bubble. Once they get on the inside of that bubble, now it's a little bit tighter punches, right? Now it's angling, it's footwork, it's changing things up. But if we can have a really strong bubble, a force field that they can't get past, especially if we're a taller fighter like Ryan, and you have a good jab, it's a great way to do this. But Luke was doing this really well, pretty even in height. What Luke was using was, from southpaw, was using a lot of this. Jabs to the body, jabs to the head, faking high, going low, faking low, going high. So in order to practice this, we're going to do just a probing jab drill. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm just going to take a micro step with this lead foot. See how minimal that is? Not too far. It's a game of inches. You probably heard that in boxing. It's actually a game of millimeters, right? It's not a game of seconds, it's a game of milliseconds. So the more detailed, the more specific that you can get with each individual movement, the better you're going to be with understanding and managing range. So what I'm going to have you do is just throw a probing jab. I step half an inch maybe as I extend my arm, full extension when the foot hits the ground, and then in sync the foot comes back when the hand comes on. Back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me 20 of those. Keep the weight heavy on the rear leg. On the rear leg. That might sound weird. I'm not saying you're leaning back. I'm saying just keep this weight heavy in that rear leg. That's going to help me pull that weight back. Now again, I'm not advancing forward for this. I'm not chasing someone down. This is initiating that force field. Someone's coming in on me and I go, nope, get away. Get away. Stay away. Right? But it's not rock'em sock'em robots. I can't just throw from here. A lot of people teach the jab, turn the hip, extend the arm. But there's no footwork involved. If I do this, the guy shouldn't be within punching range. We don't walk into punching range and then rock'em sock'em robots start hitting each other. We're right outside range. This shouldn't hit him. This should. Again, that game of inches. I step an inch or two, that hits him. So I'm here, back, back, back. All right? So 20 of those, 20 from southpaw. Back, 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 back. These are all to the head. So what Luke did was he started going high and low. Starts throwing those piercing jabs to the body. But again, that probing step, bam. I'm in and I'm out. I'm in and I'm out. So I'm out for when Ryan tries to throw that hook counter, right? He throws, here comes that hook, I'll back out. My guard comes back up high and I pull that range back with that lead step. I'm orthodox. Back, back, back. But again, let's go back to what Ryan said. You gotta trick him. So what Luke started doing to Ryan was this with the lead hand. Throw the jab to the head, fake high, shoot it low. You can also fake low, shoot it high. From southpaw. Great movement there. Floyd uses that one a lot. Very deceptive. It acts as your shield, as your guard to stop punches from coming in. And then it also works deceptively. You don't know if it's coming high. You don't know if it's coming low. Any questions on that before we move forward? Check the chat. People now talking about Tank versus Ryan. I heard a couple people in interviews say they got Ryan winning. Who said that? Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia, I read a headline. I didn't watch the whole video. He said it'll be a tough fight, but Ryan knocks out Tank. Cool, cool, cool. Ricardo, any questions based on this? Yes. Yeah. So I got my headphones in so you guys can't hear Ricardo right now, but what he said is he noticed that Ryan was using this like long guard with the jab a lot. He's using it to frame, and Luke was able to negate that a lot with this gate block or long guard as well back to sort of stop him from using it to manipulate. And there's actually a really good video that we talked about, Ricardo. Remember that video with Gabe Rosado where he talks about that lead hand, how you can use it to push down and shoot over or push up and shoot in. It's that concept there. It's that lead hand fight. And when you have that open stance, orthodox against southpaw, it's all about controlling that lead hand. Whoever has control of that. Everyone always talks about the lead foot and the angle in that, but if you watch, a lot of times Ryan's foot's on the inside. He's able to come loop around with that lead hook when he's there. It's okay, it works. So yeah, like absolutely, that battle for the lead hand. Lomachenko's really good at doing it where he'll push down, shoot over top, or when someone tries to resist that and then they start pulling up, he's like, all right, we'll go up. So he comes around, chops it up. Now the person's guard goes like this, body, head. Now you can step in with the right or shoot the jab straight through. So yeah, that's a really good point to bring up. And another thing that I liked that I saw from Ryan, I learned this one from Coach Marco at Sweet Science, is controlling the head, pivoting out, and then following up from there. So what Ryan was doing was, his guard was better. I think his defense was much better in this fight. Of course, still has work to improve upon, but I was really impressed with how he looked compared to older fights. But what he's doing with that long jab, I noticed, they would get tied up, their arms would get tied up, he'd throw the jab, Luke would throw the hook, and their arms would get tied up. Ryan would clinch the head and pull him close, and then he would grab his head, pivot it out this way, and then follow it from there. That's a really nice one when you get to that clinch. If you can do it before your other arm gets tied up. So he kept this one really tight. He's using this long jab. The arms would get tied up, he'd clinch, pull him close, pivot out, and then follow it from there. So that's another one that you guys can practice. Jabs, jabs. Dang, imagine getting tied up. Pivot out, so you swing that right foot out and literally pulling their head and use that to help with your balance and momentum. You can imagine someone's head's right here. I'm pulling it down, I'm bringing my elbow up, posting out, and there's that measure again. So he's measuring, I need to free it, it's open, back, back, back. Follow up from there. Yeah, really good point. All right, so one last point now with Luke and how he was able to set that up is just following up. So in the beginning of this Instagram live, we did the 1-2 puppet string steps. Most of the people who have been following my videos on YouTube have probably seen that one. Hope you guys have been practicing it. What we're going to do is incorporate that. That's what Luke did to set up that overhand left to drop Ryan. And again, from that open stance, your rear shot is also super important because just the angle of the guard. So if I'm standing here like this, and now imagine I turn this way, if you can get this angle on me, this is all open right down here to the body and to the head. So from southpaw, what Luke was doing was this here, stabbing it to the body, getting points, maybe zapping his energy a little bit, but mostly gaining points. And Ryan reached for it at one point. Came low, then came over top of that. Looping. It wasn't super loopy, and that was another word that threw me off when I first started boxing, was when I'd hear the looping overhand, I'd go like this, and it was like a haymaker. And then I remember Andy Sauer explaining, he's like, just by taking your head off line, throw it straight, but by taking your head off line, it's gonna have a natural curve to it. But you still want it direct. You want it to be like a slight curve. You don't want it to be this big, wide loop. You want to get it to its target. So again, he's going here, he's got this shield, deceptive shield, he's blocking, he's shooting it high, he's shooting it low, then he fakes low, takes that step, back, comes directly over top. Always at an exit after your shots, roll underneath is an easy one. Here. So people asking, how can I dodge? Ryan's a counter fighter, right? He's a counter puncher with that left hook especially. So if you're southpaw like Luke, shoot it high, shoot it low, fake low, bang, exit out. From the side. Alright, and then for the orthodox. All right. So there you have it. True, he ain't Amir Khan. That's a good point. That was the same exact combo that Canelo used to drop Amir Khan. Fake low, come over top with the right hand. Of course, it was a little different just being open stance from southpaw. I wonder how that, all right. Well, okay. Ricardo just brought up a good point. He's like, well, the camera's reversed. So every time he said orthodox, you were actually southpaw and vice versa. But, oh. Well, they got both options. You guys know what it is. Left hand forward is orthodox, right hand forward is southpaw. I got Aunt Mayo in the house, said, you look real Philly in that, boss. I feel real Philly in this. The accent's coming back. Ricardo's flying out. We got Ricardo coming out to Philly at the end of the month. Yeah. Well, that's funny. You are gonna experience the cold, because you always say to me, you're like, man, it's so hot out here, I can't wait for it to get cold. And every time you said that, I was like, you don't mean cold, you mean like cool. Wait till you get out here, man. I think this is going to be harder than Singapore. Yeah, it's a different type of pain. Ricardo was caught off guard by Singapore. The first run we did, it's so humid and hot out there. Cool. Someone asked if I'm still traveling. Yeah, so right now I'm settled down just for a little bit at visiting parents and family here outside of Philadelphia. But yeah, then the travel's going to continue. Ricardo's going to come out, so he has a place to stay. We're going to chill here. We're going to do the Rocky Run. We're going to go into the L. Then we're going to do the. Here are my gloves. Why am I not wearing my gloves? Then we're going to run up the art museum stairs. Hopefully find some safe sparring. What's that? Yeah, we should, if it's open, we should go to the art museum too. It's a really, really good museum. They got like knight armor and weapons in there and stuff. You'd love that. Yeah. All right, cool. What else we got? Let's finish with a sprint drill. Someone asked when Vince is fighting again. He's looking at February. He's training as if he's got one in February, but nothing confirmed yet. Would you rather see Haney and Garcia or Tank and Garcia? How about you, Ricardo? Haney Garcia, yeah? Why? Yeah. Counterpuncher boxer. It's good. It's fun to watch the amateur fights too. Of course, it's going to be way different pace. Ryan comes out aggressive. He does though. He always like initiates hard and shows that power early, earns that respect. Yeah. they do. They do go for it. Yeah, I agree. I think I agree with Ricardo, and I'm going to say Haney over Tank. I hope they all. I hope, you know, we get to see all of them. Exactly. Yeah, that's a mega fight in the making. Yeah, it's good, man. It's a good time for boxing. They all got power too, which is another good thing. They got good movement. They're light. The pace keeps up all 12 rounds if it lasts that long, but they got the power, man. So it's an exciting time, exciting division. All right, let's burn out. Let's burn out. We got a couple more minutes left to finish up. We're going to incorporate some calisthenics in with long punch combos. This first one that we're going to do here is we're just going to pump ones and twos. We're just roll out punches at a pace. I'm going to call it pace, and it's what Ricardo and I call 55 miles per hour. When you're driving 55 miles per hour or slower, that's the best pace to go in your car, so that you're not wasting gas. So if you think of your body as a car, you don't want to waste any of the gas, then don't go faster than 55 miles per hour. You can still have sting on these punches. You can still pop someone's head back, but you're not killing yourself. You're not wasting energy doing it. All right, you're cruising. So when we're doing our pace, we're going 55 miles per hour. All right, then when I say burn out, then I want you to just sprint as fast, as hard as you can, punches, whatever combos you want, but just nonstop. All right, don't think about defense. You can take your head off, or I'm sorry, don't think about blocking. You can incorporate your defense by taking your head offline, but more than anything, I just want you to get a burnout here and just really tire out those legs and shoulders, and get the lungs burning. All right, so we're just going to go for 3 minutes straight. It's going to be 20 on, 30 on, or I'm sorry, 20 on, 20 off, 20 on, 20 off, 20 pace, 20 sprint, 20 pace, 20 sprint. So just to show you an example real quick of what that looks like, we'll start off with pace, 55 miles per hour. Then when I say go, then it's yeah. All right, then I go back to pace. This is where we're starting to get our energy back. Quality breaths, full inhales, full exhales. Don't inhale again until you got all of that dead oxygen out. Expand the body out. Don't scrunch up. Go out with your breathing. Then go. All right. So it's going to be 3 minutes of that. Here we go. I want everyone to join in on this. Why not? Give 3 minutes of your time. 3 minutes of your time. Get the heart rate up. Your body will be happy. Happy you did it. And we'll send some good energy out there. What's that? Yeah, bounce around a little bit. Bounce around. All right. Do a couple more of them jumping jacks. All right. All right, so here we go. Just pace, 55 miles per hour for the first 20 seconds. Non-stop punches. Ready, set, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pace. Back to 55. Catching your breath. Three, 2, 1. Pick it up. Let's go. 'Pace. Doing good. About halfway there. Starting to feel that shoulder burn, calf burn. It's perfect. Quality breaths now. seconds. Here we go. Pick it back up. Go. Pace. Final minute. Seconds. Here we go. Final hard one. Best one yet. 3, 2, 1, go. And pace, final 20. Quality breaths. Time. Excellent, excellent. All right, very good work. Ricardo, you gonna keep training? Did I lose you? Hold on. All right, I think I lost audio on the Instagram. YouTube, you're still strong, right? The YouTube underdogs. How about that? That better? Boom, boom. This got me breathing. I love it. Good. That's what I like to hear. Heart rate is up. Neighbor not happy probably. That's all right. That's all right. We use these tips when they need it most. When someone's breaking into their house, then they'll be happy. You got a call from Snapchat.
Scam likely.
Oh, scam likely. Yeah, that's my boy. Throw some Philly slang. That's funny AF. Well, first you gotta bring the Philly accent back. Northeast Philly too, which is probably the ugliest accent ever. That joint, man, I'm telling you, I was down at the Wawa, and dude, no one holds the door for you at Wawa, no matter what. Ricardo, this is a lesson for you here. You kind of got to put like this demeanor over your face when you're out here. You got to be ready for it, because people ain't polite here. This ain't this. They telling you lies with the city of brotherly love. That ain't truth. That ain't true at all. There's a little Philly, little Northeast Philly for you.
If I lose my California accent, I'm gonna kill you. I'm trying to enjoy my California boy accent.
I wouldn't say it's like you got to worry about pickpocketing. They're too clumsy out here for that. Nah, you just gotta keep to yourself out here. It's a thing. You know what? It is brotherly love, and they're very honest out here. If you get on people's good side, they're your friend for life. If you get on their bad side, then you got an enemy on your hands for sure. A little different. Don't worry, your mom's in here. I'll take care of them. I know a lot of people out here. I got only friends out here. Let me check the chat here on YouTube before we close up shop. Shane, I struggle to do high rep sets of push-ups. Is there any benefit to doing 100 push-ups in sets of 5, or should I keep it lower? 100 push-ups is a lot to do straight through, Jamie. That's pretty good, man. I think the most I've ever done straight through was like 111 or something. So, and I think I'd like to think that's high rep range. So no, you're fine doing that. I usually do 200 push-ups every other day or every 3 days, and I break it up in sets of 50, so it's just 4 sets of 50. Yeah, I mean, just keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep the reps high. Keep challenging yourself. Keep adding it on. Let me see. Anyone out there in the chat from Philly? Ryan fought mostly bums till recently. Yeah, but he proved himself. He certainly proved himself. He fought Haney multiple times in the amateurs. Haney is no bum. Ant says nah. But Ant's now officially a West Coast boy. After a recent incident surfing, bought his wetsuit. It was his first day taking the surfboard out, and got stung by a stingray. Stepped on a stingray, stung him right in the foot underneath. Had to go to the hospital. Yeah, but he was kind of happy about it. He's like, he's officially inducted into the surf world officially after that. Attacked. He says I was attacked. Cool. The Berg used to be from Philly. Steve Irwin, that's right. All right, guys. Get a nerd wants to fight me. How to stay explosive during lockdown? Plyometrics, man. High knee jumps, clap push-ups, sprints. Run as fast as you can. Do that exercise right there. 20 seconds pace, 20 second as fast as hard as you can with your punches. That'll keep that explosive high. All right, wrapping it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm gonna put both of these up if you want to run these drills back. But again, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drill. Oh wait, I forgot to add on to that. What I want you guys actually. All right, let me cap it here. Is what I need you guys to do with that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drill is add a jab or a jab feint in the front of each one of those. All right. So real quick, I know we were saying our goodbyes, but this is huge. This is really important. We did our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 punches, right? Now I want you to do those same punches, but just add a jab feint in the beginning of it, right? Because what Ryan did was he went jab, fake the jab, left hook. What Luke did was fake the jab through the right hand. We talked about how we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the head, or we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all to the body. We can do it southpaw. Now go through the order of putting a jab feint in the beginning of it. Fake the jab, throw the jab. Fake the jab, throw the hook. Or I'm sorry, fake the jab, throw the jab. Fake the jab, throw the cross. Fake the jab, throw the hook. Fake the jab, throw the hook. Fake the jab, throw the lead uppercut. Fake the jab, throw the rear uppercut. Do it in southpaw. Fake the jab, throw the jab. Fake the jab, throw the cross. Fake the jab, throw the hook. Fake the jab, throw the rear hook. Fake the jab, lead up. Fake the jab, rear up. Then start switching whether it goes to the head or to the body. The feint and the punch itself. Okay, so maybe I go fake the jab to the head, throw the jab to the body. Fake the jab to the body. Luke Campbell, right hand over top, or left from his point of view. Fake the jab high, come around with that lead hook to the head, or like Ryan, fake the jab high, lead hook to the body. Fake the jab, looping, overhand. For number 4, fake the jab, uppercut. Fake the jab, or fake the jab, rear uppercut. Ricardo, if you're still in here, I want you doing that one as well.
Okay.
And I sent you notes last night on how you can expand upon that. Now I want you guys to keep doing this drill and let it naturally build upon itself. There's more that you can do with that. There's more that you can add on to that. What can you do before those or after those punches to expand upon this drill, make it more realistic to a fight? Think about doing it in front of someone. I'm not going to give it away. Try to keep some of this stuff proprietary, but if you figure it out on your own, it's yours. All right, so I'm not going to give it away, but this drill is huge, and if you can build upon it, you can make it even better. Like I said, I'm telling you, you can do it to the head and to the body. You can do it southpaw. I don't know. Maybe you can change the order. Maybe you can add something after it. Figure it out. But I'm telling you, punches 1 through 6, add a jab feint in the beginning of it. Simple. But for those of you who hung out this long, I'm telling you, that is a golden drill. It's simple. It's easy to remember. But if you keep doing it, you're going to remember to do it in a fight. You're going to remember that instead of just throwing this 1, 2, 3 combo, you're going to set it up with a fake jab. All right, and you can fake any punch. Again, I'm giving some away, but build upon it. All right, work on it. Ricardo, you especially, because I need you to bring some belts home once we start competing this year.
All of them.
All of them would be nice, yeah. Yeah, that's the goal. That's my man right there. All right. I'm closing it up. Thank you guys for tuning in. For more drills like this, really, really expansive. We did a lot of work all year, the end of 2019 and 2020, building fighttips.com. It's all high level, it's all 4K shot. Me and Vince have, I think right now we have 6 courses on there. We have kickboxing courses, MMA courses, footwork shadowboxing program. And the whole idea in mind was people who don't have access to a gym, if you can bring a buddy over, someone of similar size, or someone just who wants to level up like you do, that's a great way to do partner drills. And everything on there has solo drills modified to it. Okay, so everything's broken down so that you can do it on your own. The first 14 days are completely free. So if you're like, Shane, I don't even know what you're talking about, I don't know what to expect, go check it out. 14 days are completely free. You won't get charged anything at all if you cancel within those 14 days. And I really personally wouldn't mind if you just took all the drills and practiced them and learned from them and then canceled. I wouldn't even be mad about it. But I have a feeling you'll keep coming back because we do have the forum community aspect. You can upload videos of yourself. I personally will go in and critique them and give you drills to help improve upon your technique. You get direct access with me. So if I didn't answer any of your questions in here, the forum is a great place for that. We got a heavy bag course coming that we've already filmed and edited. That's going to be launching this month. And then we have a calisthenics strength and conditioning program coming as well. Again, that's also filmed and is currently being edited. And then we have really big updates to the platform itself, which is going to make it, again, really build upon the community aspect. But sign up now. It's the best rate you're going to get because as the program builds, we're going to have different pricing options on there. But now's the time to really jump in and claim your stake now. All right. Ricardo, thank you, sir. Any questions before we close up?
No, I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna call you in a little bit, and we'll book that flight.
Okay, for sure.
All right, man. Thank
All
you,
right,
dude.
thanks, Shane.
I will see you next time.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, see you guys. Thank you. All right, YouTube. I'll chill with you guys a little bit, real quick. Answer some of your questions before I head out. I'm warm now. It was freezing out here. The sun's out. I'm all warmed up. Let me see. I want to watch this again. It was so useful. Will it be on the channel? Hassan, I got you, man. I'm going to put this on the channel. Marvin Hagler tactics. Oh, I love the legends of the sport. Muay Thai stream. I'll keep it in mind, King OT. I got you. Hello from Sweden. Hello from Portugal. Marcus asks if I'm pro or amateur. I had one Pro Rules Muay Thai fight. Oh my God, 12 years ago? No, 11 years ago. And then all amateur Muay Thai and amateur boxing. No, I do not know Marvin Vittori. Who's that? Thanks for the cool tips. You got it, Thomas. Thank you for coming in. Shane, you mentioned to Ricardo that you will compete this year. How can someone start their amateur career during these times? It's tough. It's tough. So Ricardo was supposed to make his amateur debut the day after California shut down. It was the Golden Gloves, the LA County Golden Gloves, or what was it? Riverside. And we were ready. We were ready. You know, weight was on point. We were ready to go. We had everything in the bags, and we were getting ready to leave in the morning, and that's when California shut down, and we haven't been able to find a fight since. What I recommend if you're looking for USA boxing, if you're going to be competing boxing within the states, is you may have to do some traveling. Look to see what states are open, and then fly out, drive out, get a hotel room, or find an Airbnb or someone that you can stay with. If you're really serious about that, but otherwise, just get the training in, get your cardio up, and just get like physically prepared for when things do start opening back up. Because one of two things can happen, right? Like you can take this time off and be sad and feel bad for yourself, or you can treat it like a hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z and get better during this time and prepare yourself mentally, physically, strategy-wise, so that when things do open up, you're ready to go. All right, so that's what I recommend. That's what we've been doing. We've been training hard. Carter's been training hard. Like I said, he's flying out here. Philly, again, is really closed down, similar to the West Coast. LA is really bad right now. Philly is starting to slowly open back up. But what we're doing is we're going to do a lot of home training. We're going to do some Rocky IV style training. My parents have a mountain house, so I'm going to have Ricardo chopping wood. We're going to be running in the snow. So a lot of like strength and conditioning stuff. Again, if we're not going to be fighting anytime soon, then I'm going to really push his body physically, so that he gets strong now during these times, so that when things do open back up, he's going to be a monster at whatever weight he's at. All right. Hello from Chechnya. Greetings, Chechnya. How far can your videos take a beginner without having a partner to practice with? Also, how old were you when you started fighting? Good question, Tony. So I was 9 when I started Taekwondo. My dad's a black belt in Taekwondo, and he showed me a lot of stuff starting, but then I actually joined a Taekwondo dojo when I was 9 years old, the same dojo that he trained at. From there, I did Muay Thai at 15, and then fought up until I was 19, injured my foot, and then I started boxing since I was 19, and I just turned 30. Actually, no, I'm 30 and a half exactly. Just had my half birthday. Marie does that, so she's like, it's your half birthday. Yeah. And the second part of your question was, how good can someone get just by watching videos? And I'll say this, like, I want to be completely transparent and honest with you. Better than you would if you didn't train at all. But you are limited to certain aspects of fighting, and the most crucial ones, which is sensitivity, right? Like if you're not hitting someone or feeling punches being thrown at you, it's really hard to train the body to understand how hard you have to parry a punch or brace when a punch or a kick hits you. So sensitivity is really hard to build on your own. What I like to do is I have some heavy bag drills where I'll push the heavy bag and I'll let it come swinging back into me, and I'll brace for it, whether it hits me directly on the stomach or I block or I check, and that's a good way of practicing the proper force sensitivity. Range, understanding of range is also kind of hard to practice. Again, if you don't have someone to move with you, it can be deceptive with how far or close they hold their hands out. Heavy bag is good for that, but it doesn't swing back at you, it doesn't hit you back. But it can help with understanding how far your punches and strikes are. And then strategy-wise, that's really what we focus on. So implementing it, and actually having the confidence to do so once punches are actually flying back at you. So it's one thing to watch a video, it's one thing to train on your own, but once you actually get into a boxing ring and people are watching you and your heart is beating and your adrenaline is pumping, then that's kind of where you fall behind. Where if you've never had a partner to spar with, or you've never been at a gym to train at. However, Bruce Lee was making videos and writing books, and it's knowledge. And the more that you can focus your mind in that area of combat, the better you will become, the more comfortable you will be with it. So understanding the strategies and the concepts, most of our stuff is conceptual. And what I mean by that is we will go over technique, how to throw the punch, how to step, how to properly catch a kick. Like all of the technique breakdown is in there, but I'm really happy with the fact that we cover concepts and tactics and strategies. Here's why you want to do this. If you want to win the round, in a round that you've been losing, here's how you can do so. Here's how you can control someone's guard to open up different things. Here's a way to give your opponent false confidence. So these are things that once you learn the concepts, then you can start to watch fights live and see it happen in real time. You can watch Ryan throwing that leaping lead hook after faking the jab to the head for 7 rounds straight to realize, oh, he was doing that so that he can get Luke to pull his arms up here. What happens when he does that? The body's open. That was how he was able to land that liver shot and finish the fight. All right, so again, most of the stuff on the YouTube channel is technique based. The website is much more in depth on the technique. Then we go into the concepts, and then it's drills to instill the concepts. All right, so it's almost like classroom format, but you get up and you follow along with it. It's not classroom, but like class at a gym. So it's set up in the same way, but yeah, obviously if you don't have a partner, you are going to be at a slight deficit. But that's just a goal that you can work towards, right? Whether it's a family member or a friend, you can get them interested in it. You could get a membership for them, get them into it and studying it so they're not nervous or hesitant, and then build a little team, right? I know that's what's a lot of people are doing that now with gyms being shut down. They're training in their backyards and they're inviting a team of friends over, right? So you got 8 people. Now you got a lot more different looks, different sizes, different styles to work with. And the website fighttips.com is perfect for that setup. If you got like one guy to come over, or a girl, or multiple friends to come train with you, literally pull class 1, drill 1 up, and then everyone just follow along to the drill. Then you continue from there. It's all a curriculum with each course. How to fill a heavy bag. I am coming out with that video soon, Parmar. That's part of the heavy bag course that's coming to fighttips.com. The short answer is it's torn up cloth. You shred t-shirts, hoodies, and you stuff it in there. And then what I like to do is line the middle with sandbags. So I'll take a Ziploc bag, fill it with sand, duct tape it, and try to put it in a tube shape in the center of the heavy bag. Then you pad around the center of the heavy bag with the torn up cloth. Go all the way up like that. This way you got a dense center, cushioned outside. Yeah. Oh no. Palm in or palm down on the hook. Oh no, it's back. The age-old debate. You gotta watch the Roy Jones video that we uploaded last month. The answer is in there. Yeah, strategy and concepts better than technique. Now, I'm a stickler on technique. That's in our Getting Started course where I talk about the student mindset. I want you to be a perfectionist with your technique. So you develop good habits, muscle memory, if you want to call it that. Things that happen on their own. Keep the opposite hand up, keep the weight balanced, rhythm, all that stuff. All right, guys. Daoud, I got to study some Marvin Hagler, man. Off the top of my head, I can tell you more Hitman Tommy Hearns than I could Marvin Hagler right now. Baller, absolutely not. Come on now. Got your mouth guard in your pocket? I always got my mouth guard on me. Will reflex ball help with flinching? I'm not sure what the reflex ball is. I don't know if that's like the Cobra bag or the double M bag or the ball on the string. But yeah, it will. Our double M bag is we got them stocked right now, and that's been my favorite tool for training on my own because that thing does swing back at you. So the Fight Tips double M bag comes with the elastic bands. It's super easy to hang up. This is something you could do outside, right? You got like a tree branch. You tie it to the tree branch, and then just have a water jug or a weight down at the bottom. And that's a great way to just install the double M bag. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you for tuning in. I will upload this video if you want to come back and follow along to these drills. All right. Thank you, dudes. Take care.